Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's a Saturday afternoon. It's raining and the game doesn't start until 7. I did my little sewing task, got that done. And for some reason I was like, I feel like being creative. Stream of consciousness. So decided to set it up. We're going to do something different today. Going to do acrylics. Look at my messy paint palette. It's so messy. Got some canvas here. Also, I have no idea what I'm going to paint. None. Just feel like I need to paint, which means it's going to turn out really bad. That's fine. I don't care. So, I have to go to copycat mode. I'm going to copy somebody else's. That's always a good exercise. All right. This one. I like the look of it. It kind of looks like How Today Feels. Jean-Baptiste Camille Corot. I think that's how you say that name. I don't know. I'm not a linguist. I'm not that cunning. Oh my God. Okay, sorry for that. It's a bad joke. All right, I'm going to take my face off of this screen. Nobody really wants to see that. There we go. All right. So let's look at what we got here with our inspiration. Let's see, there's some blue, quite a bit of gray, white. I could probably just leave some darkness there, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Oh, dear God. Oh, that's fun. When you're not set up as an art studio, you're not set up as a YouTube studio, you're just not really set up. And if you're a perfectionist, then it drives you crazy. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So much like my paint palette here, my paintbrushes are very, very abused, very mistreated. I'm sure that points to something regarding conscientiousness. I don't know. We don't want to worry about that right now. No need to. Let's put a little bit of white on here. A little bit more. It helps with mixing and blending the colors. If you have a bit of a wet backdrop. I don't like painting this dry. Alrighty, now. Have some blue up there in that sky. I can really hear, I don't know if you guys can hear the other football games on in the other rooms. If you can, I'm sorry. It happens. Because it's football Saturday. And that's what you do. You watch football. College football. Because that's the only good football really there is. I know y'all can't see me blending my colors. I feel bad for that. Here, let me direct it. I'll probably have paint all over my phone screen because, you know, why not? A professional artist I am not. I think I said that last one. Trying to get the right blue here. I'm not getting the right shade that I want. Maybe we'll be risky. Oh, you don't see what I'm doing. I'm taking a little dip of red right here. I'm going to throw a little bit of that in there. Yeah, give a little shade of purple-ish. Ish. All right, let's give it a go. It's a little too dark. That's okay. It's okay. Somehow I always end up with this kind of color blue as my sky. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's what my soul needs. My soul needs this color blue. That's what it wants. I don't know. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday. Had a good week. Hopefully y'all did. Nice and laid back. It was funny because yesterday I caught myself starting to get annoyed with something at work. And you ever have one of those moments where you're like, I'm going to call this person out. I'm calling them out. I'm tired of their crap. And then I caught myself. And I said, you know what? What is the Lord trying to teach me right now? Obviously, I'm the one that needs the lesson. Why am I trying to give a lesson to somebody else? So it's kind of like my little thought. Anytime I want to teach somebody a lesson, I pause and take a moment and say, what is the Lord trying to teach me about myself right now? Because I believe that if you react to somebody, the problem isn't really with that person. The problem's with you. And maybe that's a little cold or hardcore, but that's how I feel. And it's worked well for me. I live a life relatively drama-free, unless I've done something stupid, which happens. It does happen. We're going to do something a little different here. We're going to try a completely different technique than I normally do. Why not? Why not? Bless you. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I had someone sneezing in the background of my very quaint, happy domestic bliss, which I love. This is awkward as all get out. Just so y'all know, this angle is bad. But it looks uniform right here. And that's all we're looking at. So it's fine. It's totally fine. Oh my goodness. I was worried I didn't leave myself enough white paint. I have more. Yay. Okay. You ever seen anybody paint and not clean their brush off? They just keep layering the paint all over it. Well, that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to go for that kind of aesthetic. Right now it looks like crap, but you know what? We're not worried about that. We are not worried about that one iota. Hey, Melissa Jane. How are you? I felt like being creative, so. And you know what's funny? So anybody that's thinking about doing content creation, especially if you're kind of like a private person and you don't really like putting your stuff out there for the world to see, as soon as you make the decision to do it, of course there's many steps. You got to figure out what platform you're going to stream from. You got to figure out, how to set up your stuff. There's a lot of steps. There's a lot of possibilities to say, I'm not going to do this. There's so many options to just say, nah, not doing it. But then when you finally do get to yourself to a point where you're like, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm really going to do it. You've decided to set up a show. You've gone into, I use StreamYard. You've gone into set up the broadcast. You still have the opportunity to be like, I don't feel like doing this. I really don't. I don't feel like doing it. And that's how I felt just before this came on. Oh my gosh, I psyched myself out too. It's ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous. And then I'm like, let your light shine. Somebody might need it. I really do sound like Bob Ross now. Somebody might need to see what you've got to say. They really might. Okay, I have to clean my brush now. It's too nasty. That was too gunky. Too much gunk. Okay. Do this horizon line here. How far down? Mel, I'll show you my inspiration picture here. You can see how far off I am right now. That's okay. My blue is too blue. My clouds are, I don't know. They're upside down. They're inverted clouds. They're still happy. Happy little clouds. Yeah, it's all right. All right. So I called this a stream of consciousness stream, or art stream of consciousness. That's appropriate, right? Oh, yeah. So many ideas. And I think that I've recognized in myself, because I used to be like, oh, I've got this great idea. Oh, I've got this great idea. And kind of would be like, I'd champion myself. I'd like pat myself on the back for having a really good idea. But then I would get down on myself for not fulfilling my good idea, not acting on it. I still do that a lot. But then I made the realization I'm coming up with these good ideas to avoid things in general. That one I am still trying to figure out. Brilliant ideas can be an avoidance tactic. And that one kind of stings. I mean, it stings a little bit. I don't want to think about that. All the stuff I avoid. Like when you're a kid, you have all the time in the world to do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do it. You know this. Like it's a given. And then the older you get, now you've got more experience, you've got more wisdom, so you've got even better ideas. But time is shorter. And that is a bee. Oh, you guys can't see me mixing colors, but it looks like a hot mess. Which I think is fun. Yes. Avoidance. That one's a big one. And then overwhelm and shutdown. Those are they come along with avoidance, I've noticed. For me, anyway. Let's see, where are we at on our frame here? All right, there's a little crest here. Then you kind of get the idea. There's the land sort of comes down. Yarish. Kind of a slatey color. Slate. The inspiration. Oh well, Mel, I've had to force myself to do this. Literally force myself, because I had a little milestone and I need to celebrate it. I hit over 100 subscribers and I'm like super stoked about it. I'm very, very thankful for it, because I never was trying. Literally, I was never trying to have subscribers, So the fact that I have 100 people who are willing to be like, oh, what's this crazy girl doing? Content consumers. Which is cool. Well, I'm going to need some purple in this. I see a little bit of purple. Let's see if we can get that. Again, my brush is nasty gunky. Alright, thank you, Mel. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, I try to develop clickbait, so people... Yeah, the shorts, that's what it is. It's clickbait. But it's advertising for your content, And I have, very few shorts on my Dictionary Diva channel. Thank you, Mel. Very, very few shorts on the Dictionary Diva, but a ton on Down Home Network. And they're good. They're cute. At least I think they're cute. Isn't that really the only reason you do this? Satisfy something and maybe give something to somebody else. But, yeah. Down Home Network is so much fun to me. I love Down Home Network because I feel like there I can highlight the agriculture stuff that I'm interested in, the zany world that we live in, and, you know, just kind of, I don't know. I like Down Home Network. It's a lot of fun. Get to hang out with a friend of mine and Law Storm every Sunday. And it's been good for us to kind of keep each other, like, in each other's lives, because that's important, especially when you have long-term friends. Most of my friends have been my friends for decades. And it's easy when you have friends for decades to be like, you know, you just kind of fall out of touch with one another. That's easy to happen. So this is a good way for my friend and I to kind of keep on top of each other's lives, keep in touch in a funny way. Now, this artist who did this inspiration piece made everything look so dreamy. Oh, sorry, y'all. You'll hear background noise from time to time. It's where someone's getting mad at one of my dogs. Probably the one that constantly wants food. Yeah, there we go again. Nice. Nice. Very fun. Thank you, Mel. I'm glad you like Down Home Network. It's a lot of fun. I want to start putting more agriculture content on there. Ugh. If I just won $1 million, I probably could at least have a bit of free time for a little bit. That's not what it is. It's just doing it, truly. All right, we're going to try to make this more dreamy, not as sharp. Let's see if we can do that here. Make these lines a little fuzzy. See how nasty my brush is? Look how nasty that is. It is loaded down. I'm sure that's like a paint technique. I have no idea what it is though. I'm sure somebody's called it something. I call it lazy. That's funny. Okay, it looks a little softer and dreamier. Let's go back to our... What, the expert? Why have you not slept, son? Lord have mercy. All right, here's our inspiration picture. Here's the reality. And that's fine. Now, let's see how funky we can get this. Yeah, just doing it. Really, that's all that it is to it. Just do it. Well, expert, allow the soothing sounds of the art stream of consciousness to lull you to sleep. It'll be great. It'll be a good time. Come over here, everybody's happy. We got happy clouds. They're inverted, but they're happy. I do not want to see your egg, ever. Or whatever you might call it. Ew. That's mean. That's mean. You know I love you, man. Okay, let's make this big glob of whatever over here. Let's do it. Isn't this a hot mess? I used to be so protective of my art. Oh my gosh. I did not want anybody to see it. I didn't share it. Nobody knew I painted. Okay, some of my friends did, but still. It was private. Oh, it's a duck egg? Silly. I think it's delirium. If delirium had an egg, would it be a duck egg? I think it might be. Ooh. All right, I'm getting into some of the browns at the bottom here. Let's see what we can do with that. There's a smidge of brown. You'll buy it for $1. Oh, I'll buy that for $1. Dear Lord, have mercy. All right, let's throw a little. That's not quite the right brown. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Is your duck egg for sale? Or yeah. Is it for sale? Because I would really like to see a duck egg laid by a human. I think that would be definitely an investment. Because people would come from miles around to want to see it. I do believe that. I believe that would happen. So I can tell that this artist, what they were doing was making a play on light. Very subtle, but that's what they were doing. And I'm not doing that very well, and that's fine. Well, we do what we can, right? We're doing what we can. Plus there's a boat in the picture, but I'm not going to do a boat. I am not. We're just going to make this look like kind of a late summer Tennessee evening by the river. That's what we're going to do. Well, hey, Lefty Lutz. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing my best Bob Ross impersonation here. And trying to figure out what egg the expert has laid. Is it speckled? Definitely Happy Little Trees, Fall Storm. You know how it is. See, isn't this nice? Just laid back, chill. I'll start talking some philosophy or whatever. Maybe. Probably not. Maybe a little. I think I already did that though. Right now I'm trying to just salvage this mess here that I've created. Maybe I can do it. So when I'll tell you all a little bit backstory, diva backstory. When I went to college the first time, I started out in engineering. And like when I went to university, they had like the screening process. So you had to do math. You had to do like that, score a certain percent on this math proficiency exam. And I feel like there was a chemistry pre-assessment. And then there was, of course, the language. You could possibly test out of your collegiate language requirement. Now, I used to be really, really bright. I did. Don't know really what happened, and I've accepted it finally. But I tested out of collegiate Spanish, and I tested high enough on the math aptitude that I didn't need to do any remedial math for the engineering programs. And I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I got the tiger by the tail. You know how you are when you're like 18, 17, 18. You think you got it all figured out. So I start the engineering curriculum. And this is going to sound, I don't want this to sound conceited at all because it's not conceited. But I never had to study. Like, I just didn't have to study. So I get into that engineering curriculum and I'm like, oh dear. Oh crap. I soon realized that I needed to study. And it was hard. And obviously, you see, I'm a creative sort. So there was a huge portion of me that did not align with what engineering is. That analytical portion of the brain was not, did not want to be the dominant portion of my brain. Anyway, needless to say, I am not an engineer. That did not happen. And I'm glad. Everything's been an adventure. Yo quiero Taco Bell. I used to could do like the trills and the roll my R's. I can still sort of roll the R's. But that's why I take mushrooms now. Not the psychedelic ones though. Because of neuroplasticity. I'm keep hoping maybe that degree of intelligence will come back with mushrooms. It might. Hey, White Rabbit. What's up? This is so nice. You know, I probably should have done like civil engineering or architecture, Mel. That's probably where I should have gone. But, oh well. It's okay. I've seen a lot doing what I do. And it is interesting. Now, there's supposed to be a water feature right here. But I'm not seeing it yet. Not seeing it. Maybe it'll come through in my mind. So this is kind of like ASMR, right? People might say, I'm going to just tune in and listen as she does something cool-ish with a paintbrush. I hope. Yeah, that didn't sound right, but that's okay. All right, let's try to get this water feature in here like it's supposed to be. Maybe. Oh, I had a point. about that engineering thing. So I tend to be very rigid with my strokes. Lord, that didn't sound right either. Oh my gosh. And I have not been able to break free from that kind of rigidity. That's the analytical part of my brain, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Our back tree needs a little bit something. It's supposed to be a cluster of trees. I need to bring those forward a little bit more. You know how the night looks or the evening looks at dusk? So I'm trying to go for here, you know, where you can still see the really pretty blue sky right before it turns. See if we can paint some shadows down in here. I did one. I'll have to show it to you guys maybe one day. A couple of years ago, I went for a little hike around my property. And it was the perfect time of year, the perfect day, the perfect weather. And I caught this picture of just the woods and the trees looking a certain way. And I was like, man, that's pretty. And then I felt moved to try to paint it. And I actually did a pretty darn good job with it. I was kind of proud. Because I almost captured the light almost perfectly from that day. Rigid with the strokes, yes. I knew. I was like, there goes my foot in my mouth. Inappropriate. I was hoping the expert didn't catch that, but I don't see him. Maybe he's gone to sleep now. The dulcet tones of Diva's voice. Maybe they could lull somebody to sleep. That would be pretty cool. If I brought somebody sleep when they needed it, heck yeah. I'd call that a win. Sleep is so important. There's a book. I talk about books a lot because I like to read. Or, okay, I really used to like to read. Now I just like to listen to audiobooks. I see no shame in that. Work smarter, not harder. And, God, I can't remember the guy's name who wrote it. Matthew something. Ballstorm, help me out. Why We Sleep by Matthew something. He's English. English. He's English, he is. Okay. Let's do some sloppy strokes here. Sloppy strokes now. Okay. Rigid strokes, sloppy strokes. We'll just run the gamut. Lord have mercy. Alright, I can see an embankment here, kind of, sort of. Thank you, Matthew Walker. Yes. Thank you. You're my backdoor man. I appreciate that, Ballstorm. Backstage helper? Or backdoor man? I don't know. Now I can see the expert's appeal with just being alone, having your one-person panel, because you will make your own jokes and you'll think they're hilarious. And it'd be really cool if other people thought they were hilarious. That would be fun. Still don't like it. Oh well. We'll just keep going. We're trying something a little different here. And maybe in public is not the time, the place to try new techniques. But, you know, why not? Why not? Okay. Oh, perfection. You are such a pain. Perfectionism is such a pain. Hey, guess what? I don't like it. Who's surprised? Something I'm not getting right here. I don't know what it is, but maybe I just don't feel it. That's possible. Yeah, the colors are not right. This is very blue. This has got kind of that purpley mauve color. It's got a little teal to it. These go together nicely, but the blue. Now I could make it pop, maybe, if I throw some green in here and do a little reflection of the blue up into the sky. There's a, well, thank you, White Rabbit. There's a fella, his name's Mural Joe, and check out his content. It is amazing. I have never seen someone paint on such a large scale and make it look lifelike. He is amazing. I could watch his stuff all the time. I still can't remember the name of the watercolorist that I watch all the time too. I feel like he's Algerian. I don't know. Can't recall. I cannot recall. Alright, that means I need some greens. Do I have enough green? Oh crap. Well, we have a problem. We can fix it though. Off camera, Diva is hunting for the perfect green. In her bag of tricks. We'll see what we come up with here. What color is that? Oh, it's black. Okay. Why is it in a blue tube? Okay. Am I crazy? What color would you think that is? You'd think it's blue. No. And if you were smart, you'd read the label and see, in fact, it is not blue. Where's that other blue? Those sugar biscuits. Bob Ross used phthalo blue a lot in his pictures, his paintings. And it really is a very pretty color. Sorry, that was a paint tube popping. Shoot fire. The struggle is real, y'all. Okay, there's my ultramarine blue. There it is. I found it. There it is. Still not right though. That's not the right blue. Okay. Anyway, I think that one of the benefits of art is what it can do for to reset your brain a little bit, because it kind of, I think I talked about it last time, it causes you to detach from that executive processing function of your brain. And you're focusing on something that, even though it's right in front of you, it's in your mind. It's not really right in front of you. We get so lost in every day, day to day. Got to do this, got to do that. And the social constructs, man, I think that's ridiculous. Don't want to obey anybody's rules. Let's see if I can tie all this together a little bit better. I wonder if I need more shadow or if this will work. Trees at dusk. You gotta have some of the dark to bring out the light. I said that last time too. I might repeat the things that I say that I think are smart. Yeah, why not? Ballstorm, you still with me, brother? Sweetheart, Sugarums? And maybe everybody's asleep. Wouldn't that be funny? I think that would be great. Oh, sorry. I live with that every day. These strange outbursts of sound, and I'm just kind of like, okay, yeah, okay. All right, that's feeling a little bit better to me. Now this is like a mission. I can't let this. I can't stop. Oh, hey, love. Glad you're still here. I've lulled everyone else to sleep. Nope, need more green. Actually, probably a little more yellow, truthfully. Holy crap. I've almost gone for a full hour. It's like radiation. I can only be exposed for so long. That's how it feels. Yeah. Some happy little trees. Happy little grass. Still not quite right, but that's okay. I'm almost to my stopping point. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. The noise. Noise pollution in my own home. Alright. I'm about ready to call it done. Done enough. I've lost my patience with it. Oh yeah, blue. Blue from the water. That's right. That's right. Now I remember. Otherwise, it looks like it's just hanging out there. Yeah, I know. Right, Ballstorm? Yeah. It's like the echo effect. I hear it through the headphones. I take the headphones off now. And yeah, it's lovely. Really, really lovely. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we can make this look like water. Kind of like pond, lake water. What in the world is that noise? I am patient. I am calm. funny? It really is funny, honestly. It's all good. Well, there it goes again. There's that noise again. Goodness gracious. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's time for me to be done. Oh, you don't hear echo? You don't hear any of the background fun? I hope not. I hope y'all don't hear it. I hear it. I feel like I hear it come through the headphones that are sitting across from me on another table. Literally, I feel like I can hear it. Okay. All right, that's good enough for me. Let's see, the glare, I'm sure, doesn't make it look that great, but it's not that bad. Not that bad. To me, it looks like hanging out at the lake right before the sun's about to set. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. I could probably work on those clouds a little bit more, but I say it's good enough. Yeah. Well, this was fun. Making those neurons click the other direction. So, y'all take the time to, one, get enough rest, drink enough water, and flip your neurons. It's good for you. It's like beating out your rug. Remember when people used to do that? They get their rugs and they, every season, they, okay, maybe y'all probably don't do that. Anyway. Well, thank you, White Rabbit. One day I need to be inspired and do something for you guys. I do. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful Saturday afternoon. In 2 hours, it is game time for me. So that's just enough time to start making some buffalo chicken dip. Maybe run to the store. Yeah. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.